One Pride, what's going on? It's your boy, T. Back at it again with another episode of Talking with T. Let's get into it. Let's get after it, man. On this channel, we talk about sports and we chase out the best version of ourselves. If that interests you, do me a favor and hit that like button and hit that subscribe button. It really helps this channel grow and get in the algorithm, and I really appreciate you for taking the time out of your day to watch me. So let's dive right into the video, man. It's draft day. Let's go. I'm so excited to see where the Lions go with this new direction, where we're trying to go with this rebuild, and they better go defensive end with that first pick, man. There's three premier talent at the top of the draft. If you decide to go any other position, I'd be mad because we have not had a pass rush in forever. And the three guys that I'm really interested in is Hutchinson, Thibodeaux, and Travon Walker. Travon Walker is probably going number one to Jacksonville right now because Jacksonville has fallen in love with the prospect of Travon Walker. He sat behind Georgia's defensive line his first couple years of college, and he played last year. He was with Jordan Davis. He was with all kinds of talent on that defensive line. So who knows if he was benefiting from how good the other guys were at Georgia, but the guy, you can't question the guy's effort. I saw a play in the college football playoff where Alabama ran a screen pass to a wide receiver, and if Travon Walker didn't chase him down, he was going for 6 for a touchdown, man. Travon Walker's got outstanding effort. He's got outstanding athletic build. So he's got the tools to work with. But the production from Aiden Hutchinson is there, man. I'm a huge Michigan fan. I've watched Hutchinson throughout his career. My dad, when he first was a freshman, was like, Hutchinson's going to be a beast. And he turned into a beast, man. I was watching some of his highlights from early in his career at Michigan, man. When he was the young guy with Rashawn Gary, Chase Winovich, and all that, man. He was still balling out. And if he didn't get hurt that junior year, he was on track to be the number one pick the way he was playing. He just got relentless effort. He just plays violent, and he plays against the run, man. That's somebody that I want here in Detroit. His effort's there, and he just fits right with what Dan Campbell's trying to build. And then you got Thibodeaux. Thibodeaux was the projected number one pick for months leading up to the draft. So who would be mad if we drafted Kayvon Thibodeaux? Nobody would, because Kayvon Thibodeaux is a dog. Kayvon Thibodeaux is a beast. I'm excited with any of these defensive ends, especially when you pair him up with a healthy Romeo Okwara. Julian Okwara was coming on, and guess what? You just re-signed Charles Harris, who balled out last year, man. So our defensive line, we're going to be getting after the quarterback this year if we go defensive end with that first pick, and we would be stupid not to. I know Ahmad Gardner, or Sauce Gardner, is a beast corner, but do we really want to draft a corner that high again? I feel like you're putting so much pressure on a corner when you draft him that high. It kind of didn't work out with Jeff Okudah, but I still have faith in Okudah. I think Okudah is going to come back and have a great year this year. I really believe that. But I don't want to draft Sauce Gardner that early. I don't want to draft Kyle Hamilton that early. I want a defensive end, because when there's 3 top-tier defensive ends looking you in the eye at the 1, 2, 3 picks, you better take one. Our offensive line is set. We don't need Icky, and we don't need Evan Neal. Not that I would be mad if we drafted offensive line, but I just don't think we need that right now. I think we need defensive end. Our defensive line, this would be a huge upgrade for our defensive line. Now let's get into 32. I think we should trade up and go get Nakobe Dean, but we could be lucky if Nakobe Dean fell, because it sounded like Quay Walker, the other linebacker from Georgia, is getting more hype than Nakobe Dean, which I think is absolutely ridiculous. I watched Nakobe Dean against Michigan in that college football playoff game, and Nakobe Dean was sideline to sideline, best player on the field on their defense, man. He knew what Michigan was running. He's just a smart linebacker, and that's something the Lions have never had. We haven't had a good linebacker since DeAndre Levy, and then he got hurt that whole year. We have not had decent linebacker play in my whole lifetime of watching the Detroit Lions. Maybe Stephen Tolick or Stefan Tolick or whatever his name was back in the day, but was he a baller? No, he was just an average linebacker. Nakobe Dean is a dog, and we need to draft a linebacker, safety, and I wouldn't even be mad if we drafted, if Olave fell, or Traylon Burks fell right there, or Jamison Williams fell because of his knee injury. But if we trade up, go get a linebacker, go get a safety, go get Daxton Hill at 32. Or Louis Cine, or these safeties are just as good. Get Jaquan Brisker. Do not draft quarterback, man. These quarterbacks are projects, and who knows if these quarterbacks are even going to sustain a career in the NFL. They might be a great backup. They might be a good role starter to get you like a bridge quarterback like Jared Goff is for us right now. But none of these guys are like, man, you got to have them on your team. They're all projects. You got to really develop them, and who knows if they don't develop them. And you got 3 picks in the top 34. Do you really want to waste them? You can get 3 starters right there. 3 defensive starters right there if you hit on your picks. And hit on the picks. I mean, if you hit whatever I'm trying to get at. These picks are going to be hit because last year the Lions hit on all those draft picks. It's your boy T signing out. I'll see you guys tomorrow talking about who the Lions have picked.